Hello, welcome back to Let's Build the excuse me, 200 subscriber special. Today we're just going to make some of the changes that the last scenario illustrated need to be made. So without further ado, let's see, I think it's in the side doctrine. Well, I do need to edit the rules of engagement, so weapon release authorization for DRAM SM6 Block 1B, which I believe is what everyone has, right? Yeah. Oh god, they were out to... Well, 15 nautical miles for self-defense is fine. Actually, according to this, it looks like they should have been firing them automatically. And you can use this out to 15 nautical miles. One round, 2 rounds, not configured. Do not use no automatic fire against ships. No automatic fire against land. I guess I'll just configure these to be aircraft at 75% of max range. Guided weapon, probably 50% of max range. Does it say what the no escape zone is? No. We'll go 50% of max range for aircraft and up to... Yeah. I think we'll just... guided weapons... Unspecified 100 nautical miles. Helicopters, you can go to 75% of max range there. Supersonic, probably 125. And then ballistic, looks like by default is 50% of max range. We're gonna we'll go 75% max range on that. The probability is lower, but I feel like that's something you wanna be throwing stuff at it as soon as you can. Yeah, so some of this stuff, like the bombers, we could obviously go out to a further range, go for this low performance stuff. Less maneuverable fighter, which would be really the Lightning? Oh no, that's Lightning, not Lightning 2. And even a more maneuverable fighter, I'd be comfortable putting that out to 150. I'd maneuverable, probably like 125. And then super maneuverable 100. And then for self-defense, I'll just change the self-defense settings to max range. Where are my guided? There we go. That should... I guess I'm not sure I fully understand the difference between automatic firing and self-defense, but I guess if you have like automatic firing disabled, but it comes within the self-defense range, then it would fire anyways. I guess that's my interpretation, but it's use weapon in self-defense. Okay, so let's do that. That should hopefully fix some of our issues here. Likewise, I didn't see them using a lot of the high velocity rounds, so let's look into that. Normally those are filled in 30 miles. Maybe they just weren't in range. I don't know. We'll leave that be for now, but we will come back to it. One thing I do have to do here is, and I think it's in this screen. There we go. Air tempo surge. What's the checkbox do? There. I think that should... Did lock it in? I don't know. There. So that should take care of most of those issues. We may as well go active on radar and sonar. Well, sonar I'll leave because I don't want the submarines pinging, but... Okay, so that should be most of the changes I want to make to the USN side. And we'll test those changes before we leave, just to see if I need to do more work or not. I wonder if it's because when I went into oh, where is it? Sides. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu. That's why. I wonder if it's because when I went into here and I changed China to unfriendly to start with, I wonder if that messes up the maybe that's what messed, because I didn't think I changed anything that would affect the SM6. That's like my big issue here. I don't think that should have been affected. And then one thing I do want to do, just to level the ground a bit here, or the seas, I guess, as it is we have... Because I'm going to add another Type 52 Delta Destroyer. Let's see, how many do they even have right now? 25 with another 6 under construction. So 31. We got what, probably 4 in this group? Yeah. I think I'm actually going to assign 2 more destroyers to this group. Just because it felt a little weak to me. So we're going to go ahead and... I forget. Is it just C for cloning? Yeah. Clone. Clone. Okay. So now you... So now if I add... I don't think... well, I didn't want to... Okay, so... Get out of you. So I need to dissolve this group. Is that under unit orders? Group operations. Unassign you. Nope. How do I dissolve a group? I don't think I've really ever had to do that before. Detach selected units from group. Alright, so if I detach you, then you become not a group anymore. So I think what I do if I select these... Are you still part of a group? That's kind of whack. Still, I should be able to... There we go. So if I delete you now... Oh, that deletes the group. Okay. The only major thing I'll probably need to change is... Yeah, we'll rename you... Zinzin 7 and 8. That's the big thing. Oh, I do need to rename the destroyer itself, too. Is that M? R? It is R. I don't know why it didn't come up. Oh, excuse me. So we have Batao, Zhaozu, Zhangjing, and Nanning. And I think the Luyang 3. Does this make a... It does not make a distinction. So, let's go with Whole Hot. And then... Oh, that needs to update. But I'm sure it'll be fine. 6, 7... Actually, how many Zinzings do we have? I just realized that might not have been, like, the bottom one. Missions. So that's gonna be Carrier ASW. Nope. Maybe it, maybe it is. I don't know. Either way, we'll rename you to Zinzin 8. Can I don't suppose I can go into the order of battle and see the, Oh, hey, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. Oh, and 7 was on the transport ship. So we need 10 and 11, really. Which is fine by me. And I still need to rename the second destroyer. Which we shall call... Apparently the keyboard shortcut isn't working, so I have to go in here. I don't know why that's the case. Let's call you Ikihar. Or I suppose maybe Chichihar. Oh no. No! I accidentally undid the formatting. Okay. EDG Ikihar Type 052 Delta Luyang 3 class. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now what we will do too. Okay, they're automatically stationed. That's fine. Then the easy thing we can do is first assign the mission. Oh no, which is which? They might just be auto-assigned too. Oh, unassigned. Okay, so we'll go to the mission editor and see what's what here. Chinese carrier. Should be... Nope, that's going to be from the carrier itself. I do have to fix one of these because it keeps giving me an error. Do I not have a mission for these guys? First strike, okay. So that's what they need to be added to. So we will add to mission. I don't see a first strike. I see second strike and second strike escort. I see carrier strike, but I don't see first strike. That's weird. Let's go in the operation planner. There it is. First strike triggered. Mobilized and assigned. So if I go here, why does it not show up in here? Actually, a couple of those I think are not showing up in their first strike. Select. I need to add. Here we go. So it is brought up. Okay, so they've been added. So I think when the scenario ticks forward, they should, because they're a part of the group, they should automatically join the mission and fire their load, I think. Now the big thing is the Chinese carrier ASW task pool. For this, here, the mission pool. Yeah, we definitely want the Chinese carrier ASW, so I have to reassign. For this, I want to reassign Zinzin 10 and 11, the task pool. And then I think, yeah, I can bring them down here and basically augment the carrier ASW task force. There we go. Oh boy. All right. The other thing is I know one of the mission areas didn't validate. So just to avoid any errors with the, was it Hainan Island? Validate area. Nope. Okay, that's the Hong Kong area. And why have you failed to validate, good sir? Hong Kong ASW firm validate area. Or does it cross itself? Well, this is a little funky. It's like the there's something under the letters. Let's see. 76. Let's start with 7689. Seven, 6, 8, 8. I gotta click all the way up. 7, 6, 8, 7. 7, 6, 8, 6. 0.4. Okay, yep. Something I thought was happening is happening, as it turns out. 7, 6, 8, 5. Should be point number 5. Seven, 6, 8, 4. 7, 6, 7. Okay, so it's using these points. So we can get, yeah, delete. 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 So I have to reorder these now. I could have probably just deleted those and it would have been fine. Okay. You can be... Yeah, 7, 6, 8, 9. Ah! No! Why are they highlighted? Delete. There we go. Yeah, so 7, 6, 8, 9 goes all the way to the top. Okay. 8, 8, 8, 7, 8, 6. So 8, 5. God damn it. I'll just fix this first. Okay, so 7, 6, 8, 4 goes up. To position 6. Oh, I see. I think the areas are lapped twice. 7, 6, 8, 3. So we can delete. Oh. You know what? Let's just delete all of these. We'll unselect these. It's probably the easier way to do it. Add the points highlighted on the map. Validate area. Save. Okay, there we go. So that area is validated and should be correct now. So let's see what else to change. Is there anything else to change? I don't think so. I suppose the one thing I could do is if I go to edit sides, postures, no, not postures, doctrine is okay. Chinese are set to surge technically. So yeah, we'll save, and then I just want to make sure that they launch their SM-6 missiles. That's really all I want. We shouldn't have much else to check because most everything else has been verified at this point. Like I have confidence that they're going to launch all the aircraft they can. And yeah, sure enough, 55 out of 99. So they're doing it. We just gotta wait now for yep, there goes the first patrols. And doing the actual full scenario test is going to be interesting because, like, once I test it to make sure, then I basically have to do it again, but all at 1x speed in order to make sure that, like, everything is properly captured and recorded. I don't even know if that's going to work. But in theory, once I do that, then we can replay the whole thing from any perspective we want in Tact View. So we're getting close to the end of this, I feel. We're getting there. Okay, so alright, they see the missiles. They don't know they're missiles yet, but they do see them. Or maybe they just see the aircraft. Yeah, J-15 ASA. Okay. I feel like J-15 ASA should be enough to classify it as Chinese. But like you know what else uses the J-15 ASA radar, right? Like we can go. Oh, I guess there's a couple different variants. Still though, I think that's pretty definitive at that point. All right, we are suffering jamming. And our patrols continue to mobilize. And they are also mobilizing. So they haven't seen the missiles yet, but they don't have... Okay, CI-1 is going up. Their sensors operational. Okay, yeah, so this is the sensor range. So basically, once it gets here, they'll probably see the missiles, depending on how fast the missiles are traveling. You know, and where they are exactly. Generic SAR satellite. Yeah, they're classing some of them as Chinese. Now, like, I don't know the difference between... Like, why are you classified? Because we have the detected emissions. I don't know why that differs from... I suppose they must have, like, a radar lock on this guy, but not this guy. Although I don't know why they have problems seeing the closer one. Okay, there's a bunch of missiles. So now all the fighters are... Oh, shit. Time to... And here they are, too. There's the other vampires. So we have hostile contacts. We can activate ECM for the battle group. Let's see. Are those are just more aircraft? Are these 25, 50? That might be about 100 miles out. But we got a pretty collaborative airspace here, so to speak. I like how, because we haven't identified the missiles as coming from the Chinese yet, that we see this helicopter chilling out there, and okay, we have confirmed missile launches from the fleet. This should help keep the fighter patrols from being used up way too early too, and just they end up just clogging back here like we saw last time, and ended up being useless against like the other waves of fighters and stuff. So Chinese confirmed hostile. We can do some manual attacks here, and this is just because I'm only doing this because I want to do this right. So we'll have the Chatham and launch one, 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 one. So just to see if they're stealthy enough, I do kind of, just for my own information, I want to see if they're going to be good enough to basically... Oh, we're still treating them as... Well, at this point, I think the jig is up. So, United States Navy posture, China. Hostile. Free fire, free fire. And then we can do... At this point, I think we can figure out that these guys do not have our best interests in mind. So we have one free Brasm left, which we can allocate some additional long-range anti-ship missiles to. We'll just designate those as hostile because we know they're hostile. Still got a little more AIM 260s than I'd like, but it does blunt this first round of missiles pretty well. Fortunately, it's also using some of our higher capacity stuff. I wouldn't mind leaving some of these guys to the enhanced Sea Sparrow missiles, but... yeah. Then again, the AIM 260s are cheaper than the SM6s, so from that regard, I think it's okay. Damn, these guys have such long range, and they still have fuel too at these long ranges. So they're like actually effective. Oh, this is actually pretty smooth for 15x too. Boop. Boop. Oh, that was a hit, but it didn't completely destroy it. Well, actually, I will pause. I do kind of want to... did a lot of damage though. Their comms jammer, they got damage to their comms jammer. Everything else looks good. But, so actually it did some pretty light damage, all things considered. But still, that's probably scary for the pilot, and he's probably, what's his current? Yeah, he's RTB after that. He doesn't want to stick around and take another one. Alright, so now we have the first JDAMs coming in and hitting the big cluster of missiles, which should be even bigger now. So if we switch over to the Chinese side, and we go to our group here, we should see that the Hoo-Hot here should have fired YJ-18 Cub copy. Are these... oh, maybe they didn't fire. That gives them a second strike capability, I guess, but we did get a notice here. There was a penetration in the engine? Is that... Oh, that must be this guy then. Yeah, so this guy took a hit. He's got fire. I love that they have damage models for aircraft now. So yeah, his chaff and flare dispenser is damaged. One of his power planes are destroyed, so he might not even make it back home, assuming he... And that's without him taking another missile, which he's probably likely to. At the very least, he is out for the remainder of this engagement. That's not something you can replace in a couple hours. He's out for days, by which time our battle group will be out of here. I love how these lines move that show like the data links updating and stuff. Okay, that's a bit of a... You're just burning fuel to burn fuel there. There was no reason to do that. But yeah, are these all Cub copies then? YJ100 and YJ18s, yeah. Oh, the group dispersed kind of now. So you've got your... I'll probably have to set that up, and that's fine. But set it up so, like, at the beginning of the scenario next time, just quick pop in and give fire missions to them manually. Okay, they're finally in range to launch some anti-aircraft missiles. We'll see how those go. We also got these J-10s coming in from land pretty fast. Oh, they might have shot down one of these guys. But, oh, maybe that was just a hit. We'll see. But yeah, it looks like one long-range anti-ship missile is more than enough to, for these guys. I'd even consider using Tomahawks just because they seem so ill-equipped to actually deal with them. But boom, that group's wiped out. Guided weapon. Subsonic sea skimming. That one will take care of that, I'm sure. But now our fighters are free to basically engage in counter air like they're supposed to. We're going to, of course, back away from the from them there. You should be fine. But yeah, these guys are coming in hot, and they need someone to pull them down, I think. Okay, we got another datum. Oh, that should be easy cake at that range. Yeah. And then we'll spend another two, he's getting a little low. But we'll spend some more SM-6 missiles, because that should make these guys break off at least, and give the carrier more time to cycle through aircraft. I think we have enough aircraft here that it's fine. Oh, these guys... Well, they're going to miss unless they're shooting for these guys, but... Yeah, because these guys will activate and see them, but... He's slowing down. So I think these missiles are missing whoever they're going for. Unless they're, weapon supersonic. Yeah, so they're probably air-to-air missiles that just missed. Well, this one might... nope. Ran past. But, so we got that dogfight developing here. I don't know if we actually shot down any of these guys, but we're making them keep their distance, which is kind of like a reward in and of itself. Especially since the carrier is going to be very busy. Yeah, we're still not auto-launching like I'd like, but we might just be out of the range. That's about 100 miles. So that's a little unfortunate, and I'm not sure why they stopped doing that. But it is what it is, I guess. Actually, let's make a nice big box here. And we'll allocate some weapons there. And that should be enough to force them to stay back. Which, really, that's all we need. I don't think they have tons of fuel. Especially if they're going to be flying supersonic everywhere. So, keeping them back long enough to get our aircraft back on the deck should be our winning strategy here. What do we have left for aircraft on the carrier? Most of them are... We do have 3 readying, even with the surge en route to parking. Is that really with surge operations? 3 hours? Is this under doctrine? Inherited surge, okay. 3 hours for surge, huh? I expected less of a turnaround time. Yeah, most of what's left is, unfortunately readied for, anti-shipping strikes, so that might be what they end up going. Maybe this guy's, well, it says he's en route to parking. This guy's en route to flight deck, but he's got the wrong loadout. Alright, let's send him another 2 missiles, because he's getting a little closer than I'd like. In theory, some of these guys should probably have... Yeah, they have sidewinders. Okay, he's getting real close now. This is where we start using... Yeah, automatic fire is allowed. It says... So I don't know why they're not automatically firing. In any case... So we'll take the Chatham. Out of horizontal weapons range for the ESSM. But I don't think that'll be the case for too long. There we go. We'll allocate 2 from you. 2 from you. And, 10 rounds from the hypersonic weapons. So that should be enough to... That should make them turn around. Oh, they actually knocked him out with the hypersonics. Okay. Unfortunately, he did get a missile off, which is going towards our helicopter that's just kind of sitting there doing dipping sonar stuff, so we'll see if he survives. Allocate weapons and fire. Unfortunately, he's got an active radar seeker. Oop. Oh, he dodged it. Good on him. Okay, so he's firing at a Hornet. They should be able to dodge. Alright, now the midway. Take shots at these guys. And he's not within. Okay, he's not within range of any other weapons. I wonder if they're just holding off on firing missiles just because they're so... I assume these are air-to-air, yeah. Alright. Give them a 4-round burst of that, and... an ERAM. Just to make them think twice. I love how you can see them home it. Ooh, got him. Yeah, so this they're trying to retarget, which is really cool that they can do that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm running it at 15x, and maybe that's why they aren't automatically engaging like they're supposed to be. Oh no! One of our Hornets actually managed to get destroyed. That's unfortunate, but honestly, when you look at the losses here, we've lost 1 Super Hornet. They've lost 6 J10Cs, 4 J11 BJs, or BGs, 11 J15s, J16, 2 fast attack groups, and 2 helicopters. So we're doing well, all things considered. Damn it, I didn't. Oh, they're gonna shoot down the Hawkeye. You have Sidewinders, you should be able to... Are they seriously missing gun runs in this guy? G tolerance, oh that's cool. But weapons. Yeah, they're doing strafing runs on the frickin' Hawkeye and they were missing. Which is kind of funny. I think they did get it eventually though, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the... I think what I might do is, because the AIM 260s are helpful, but just the way they blow their load so early is not helpful. So I might postpone them by 10 minutes. Let some of the support stuff get up there. Let these guys use their... Okay, now we're getting some auto fire. Not as much as I'd like to see, but it's the fucking Ford auto firing. Why? Or the Enterprise, why? Why? So I think there's some issues here, but I don't know what I can do to fix it, because I'm not sure what went wrong in the first place. Oh, come on, that was like a perfect... There we go. I was going to say, if you can't shoot him down with 4 missiles after he dumped all that energy. Let's see. I want to go in and see why. Sign basically, he's not like, doesn't read as him being engaged or anything, which is weird. And like all of these are coming from the Ford, which should not be the one shooting them. Mission. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple things we can try. We had some successful auto fires of the SM6, but Now they're kind of just like meh again when the J10s are all up in their shit. So I think there's still a few more tweaks we'll need to make, but so I guess next week is going to be another. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh man, I'm tired. I think next week is going to be another tweaks episode to try to resolve some of these outstanding issues. If I can just figure out why, because that first test was really good. They were using the SM6s to keep their distance. We had just enough fighters in the air to kind of keep them pushed back. But yeah, now the AI isn't doing so well, so we gotta step in a bit. But that'll be for next time. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.